All right, y'all, before we jump in, I just want to take a moment to remember and honor those affected by September 11th and the events that occurred that day. My thoughts are with everyone impacted, and I just was really holding a lot of space for reflection today. But that being said, let's try to find some couponing deals, and I'm going to use this as an opportunity to take my mind off of the craziness that's been going on in the world. So we have $35 for 150 offers. I am barely making any progress. And then I have $5 for a weekend cash dash, and I'm gonna hit that today. So starting off over at Walmart, we have this Vaseline shimmer lotion. You might be able to find it cheaper in your store. My store has it at $7.97, $2 back on Ibotta, $1.50 back on Fetch, makes it $4.47 total. There are a bunch of Vaselines on clearance at my store, and unfortunately, they're totally sold out. But check your store because you might be able to get a really cheap Vaseline or something for totally free. Over here, we have the Arm & Hammer OxyClean. So this one is priced at $8.48. We have $3.50 back on Ibotta, which brings it down to $5.08 total, so it's almost half off. And if your store does carry the deep clean, there's a bunch of offers on SHOPKICK if you want to check it out. They're giving back around $4 and change. And then these Glades are priced at $5.98 as the cheapest. I thought I could have sworn I could find some on clearance, but I couldn't. So we have $2 back on Checkout 51, $2 back on Swagbucks, so that'll be $1.98. And then a huge thank you to Savings with Shay with the pow pow. So she shared this on her video. The Dawn Power Wash is $4.14 each. If you pick up two, it'll be $8.28. You can use that $5 P&G gift card that you get from scanning receipts. And then we also have $4 back on Walmart Cash, which makes it totally free plus a 72-cent moneymaker. If you do not have the $5 P&G gift card, no worries. It's still only $4.28 or $2.14 each, so you can get these half off. And I thought that was a really great deal, regardless of whether or not you have the gift card. There are a ton of hang tags at this store. You get some all free and clear dryer sheets, and then there's also a $2 coupon that does not expire until the end of the year. So I'm going to do a little coupon giveaway. I snagged two for myself and two for one of you and two for another one of you. So if you're interested, like, subscribe, and comment below. Just comment something positive. Anything positive that happened to you today, this week, this month, whatever. I need some distractions from the world. So anything positive, and I will let y'all know in my next video, and I'll be happy to mail those out to you. So we also have this Snuggle on clearance over here. So this is the super fresh. It's the larger pack. It's on clearance for $3.50. It's usually priced at $5.22. You can use that $2 off coupon if you have it, and then $1 back on Ibotta, which will bring it down to 50 cents. If you don't have the coupon, it'll be $2.50. And then if you want to use that all coupon that I may or may not mail to you, it's $3.74, $2 off, 75 cents back on Ibotta, which makes it just 99 cents. And this is probably my favorite deal of this week. So these Persils are priced at $5.44. We have $3 back in Walmart Cash or Ibotta, depending on what you want to use. We also have our $2 Peelies, which you may or may not have, and we have a threshold on Fetch. My threshold is spend 30 and get $3.80 back. And just keep in mind that if you do use coupons, Fetch does not include that in your total. So say you were to pick this up at $5.44, you use $2 off, Fetch will only credit you for $3.44. Just keep that in mind. So if you want to pick one of these up, you can get it for 44 cents if you have one of those coupons. If not, you can pick up 6 of these for $32.64, assuming you have the same promos as I do. You'll get back $18 on Ibotta and Walmart Cash. Keep in mind, if you're doing both, you need to do 2 separate receipts because if you just don't want to run into any trouble because if Ibotta sees you selected Walmart Cash, they will not credit you for on Ibotta. And then you'll earn $3.80 back on Fetch because you did not use any coupons, and it'll come to $10.84 or $1.81 each. And say you only have one coupon, you could use it to make this $30.64 instead of $32.64, so that way you're still over the $30 threshold. So that would bring it down to just $8.84 or $1.47 each. So you have a few different options here. I just think it's a really great deal. And then we also have this Go-Go Squeeze. So this is the smallest pack, and it does qualify. It's $3.13. You get $1.20 back on Fetch, which makes it just $1.93. And I finally was able to do the ham or turkey deal. the deli meat deal because I drove specifically to a special store that carries it, and I got 2 free pounds of deli meat for sandwiches and stuff for the week. So I was really happy about that. I actually asked if I can get 2 half-pound bags 2 times, so 2 pounds total. And I think there was some miscommunication. It didn't end up totally working out for me, but I was able to get 3 separate bags. And what that did was give me the checkout 51 offer 3 times instead of just 1 time, because there's not a like pound threshold on the checkout 51 offer, at least that I saw, and my receipt did not register that way. So now that I know that works, you could get a pound split into 4 quarters. You may or may not want to be a pain in the butt, but if you do, you'll get back $6 on Swagbucks for buying a pound, and then $9.20 back on checkout 51, which makes it totally free, plus an $8.66 moneymaker. If you don't want to do that and you're like, damn, you're really annoying. That poor worker, which hey, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm obviously feeling a little bit guilty about it, but regardless, it'll still be a moneymaker even if you do not have them split up. All right, moving on. We have some freebies. So we have a free store offer on Ibotta. My store is still sold out. All of the stores are sold out because this is a different store than the one that I usually go to. And if your store carries this special soda, you can get one of these for free. And this is another pretty good food deal that I thought I had. Jimmy Dean chicken buttermilk biscuits. It's a 2 pack for $5.27. If you pick up two, it'll come to $10.54. You'll get back $2.50 on checkout 51. That's $1.25 2 times. $5.50 back on Swagbucks when you buy two. It'll come to $2.54 total, or $1.27 each, which makes it about 63 cents a breakfast sandwich, which is really awesome. And then we have our power cakes. So this store has the Kodiak cakes on clearance, the raspberry lemon for $4.50 instead of $6. And we get back $2 in fetch, 75 cents back on Ibotta. So this comes to just $1.75 for me. And then over here, I just wanted to mention that there is a really great field agent offer. So my store only carries this Busy Butter over on the right. So I was able to get that for free and have it be a moneymaker. And then you can see here up in Clear Lake, which is not close to me at all, the Solid Gold calming supplements are showing up on Field Agent. They're also $10 on Ibotta, and then they're also on SHOPKICK. So these would be really significant moneymakers if they are in your area. If they're not, sorry, but I I do have a link in the principal. If you are new to Field Agent, both of us will get a little bit of a kickback, and hopefully you're able to find some pretty good freebies. This A&D antimicrobial spray is $7.32. I got back $3.66 on aisle, $3.50 on fetch, which made it just 16 cents. And then over in the clearance section, we have these Febreze vacuum filter sets. They're usually almost $20 on clearance for $3.50. And there's also these Lysols. It says they're usually $6.27, which felt pretty high to me, but they're on clearance for $3.50. And then there's a bunch of like home decor on clearance, and there's actually some pretty decent prices. So these vases are usually $12 and they're only 5. There's a small one that's on clearance for just $3. And then they also have some mirrors for $6 and some clocks and lamps and some other things. So check out your clearance section. There's some pretty good stuff over there. Moving on to some quick repeat deals, we have our free cheeky bonsai. I cannot find this anywhere in my stores. It says that they're there, but I checked with an associate and I can't find them. I have a link in the principal. If you want this pull-ups OTC, you get $2 off. We also have $1 back on Ibotta. So instead of $9 and change, it'll be $6 and change. I made a quick stop over at Safeway because I had to pick something up, and Alex BV shared this on one of my other posts that I made earlier in the week about Safeway, and I'm just super grateful because this is a really fantastic deal. So these salsas are usually $3.99. If you clip this coupon in the Safeway app, they come down to just $1.99. You get $1.50 back on Ibotta plus an additional 10 cents for any salsa, so it comes down to just 49 cents. And these salsas do not expire until 2027, so I was really excited about that. And then this is the post that I made in case you missed it. So some cereals are on sale for just $2.49 when you buy 3 or more. And we still have our $2 peelies in store, depending on your store, so they would just be 49 cents each. And lastly, we still have the Bertolli this week, so they're $3.99 on sale, retail $6.49, $1.52 back on ShopKick through Kicks and Scans. It comes down to just $2.47 total. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I apologize for not showing you my haul today. I mostly just picked up a bunch of food items, and since it was at different stores, I didn't put anything together. Sorry about that. I really hope that you have a fantastic weekend. Take some time to yourself, and I'm sending you all of the positive couponing vibes. I hope you get a ton of freebies. I hope you have an amazing haul, and I hope that you hit your bonuses. All right, see you later at Target. Bye.